Hey everybody, today we're going to look at a video about how to solve by substitution. So we're going to look at a system of equations and solve it using the substitution method. So your first system that you have here is two equations, and the first thing, you could do graphing for this one. You could solve the second equation here for y and graph them both, but this one's kind of set up nice for substitution because the first one is solved already for y. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this 3x plus 2 expression here, since instead of calling that 3x plus 2 we know that it's also equal to y. So what we're going to do is take it and plug it in for the y in the second equation. So we're literally going to replace 3x plus 2 for y. So what we're going to do is take that green part, plug it into the y in the second equation, and we're going to write out that second equation, x plus 2y equals 11, but instead of y we're going to replace it with something else. We're going to replace it with that green expression up there, that 3x plus 2. So that 3x plus 2 is replaced for y. And now if you notice on our equation, this bottom line here, we have all x's. Okay, so before we're taking away x and y, and now we have just all x's. So we're going to distribute and solve this equation here. So we have x plus 2 times 3 is 6x, and then 2 times 2 is 4. Equals 11. So now we'll go ahead and solve this equation. We have a total of 7x plus 4 equals 11. And we'll subtract 4. We get 7x equals, what is that? 7. Divide by 7, we get x equals 1. So that's half of our solution right there. The second thing we have to do is go back and substitute in that x into any equation up there to figure out what our y value is. So what we're going to do is take that, I'm going to make this screen a little bigger so we can see what's going on. That won't let me do it, sorry. What we're going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and erase a few things here. You'll have it on your paper. But, erase this, we'll keep our answer as x equals 1. And go back and plug things in. So we're going to take that 1, and we're going to plug it into either equation. We can plug it into the top equation or the bottom equation. It actually doesn't matter. It can go into the top or the bottom. So I'll take it in and put it into the top one. I'm going to say y equals 3x plus 2. And now we know that x is 1, so that 1's going to go back in for x. So we have y equals 3 times 1 plus 2, and we get y equals a total of 5. So that means our system of equations, the solution to that is the point 1, 5, where x is 1 and y is 5. Looking at a next example here, if we have this equation, we can see that this one's already solved for y, so we can take this guy right here, replace it for the y right there. So writing that out, we have 4x, we have 4x plus 3 times our y expression, which is negative 3x minus 1, equals 2. So I rewrote that second equation. And when we solve this one, we have 4x plus, I should have done plus negative 9, we'll go ahead and say plus negative 9x, and then minus 3, we're distributing there, equals 2. 4x plus negative 9x is negative 5x. Adding 3 to both sides gives us negative 5x equals 5. Dividing by negative 5 gives us negative 1 for x. And then, if I did all that right there, we're going to re-substitute that back into either equation to figure out our y value. So I'm going to rewrite that second equation here, y equals, or that first equation, negative 3x minus 1, and I'm going to put that negative 1 in for x. So it's y equals, oops, sorry, there we go, oops, it's y equals negative 3 times negative 1 minus 1. Again, I just plugged that negative 1 in for x right there. And when we get this answer here, we get 3, negative 3 times negative 1 is 3, minus 1 is 2. So our final answer to this system is negative 1, 2. Thanks guys, see ya.